Hey you guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new here. My name is Josie and I'm a wife and mom to two little ones, and today we're doing a kitchen makeover slash refresh, starting with these handles that I got off of Amazon. I have been wanting these cup looking handles in my kitchen for so long, but I was so afraid to do it because I didn't think I was going to get the right color match and I'd have to change everything. But I ended up finding the perfect color match on Amazon and they were inexpensive, and so I made the change. I changed all of the drawers and I just left the cabinets with the regular pull handles, and I love it just looks more customized. It looks more just my style. I love it, but for some reason it didn't bother me before, but it bothered me now that the faux drawers by the kitchen sink didn't have any handles. There was no way to drill into them because the sink was behind it, so I crazy glued them on and they're pretty stuck there. I tried it myself. Now, if my toddler comes around and pulls on the wrong handle, I might have to keep gluing them back on, but so far he has not. He pulls the other ones that he knows opens. These don't open again because they are faux drawers. The next thing I did was a couple of fixes, because if I'm going to fix and add new stuff to the kitchen, I'm going to fix the things that have been bothering me. And these floors, unfortunately, is not the first time it's separated in this area. This is the only area that it separates. I don't know what is going on with this specific area, but unfortunately, we have experience because our old house, we had the same problem, but we fixed it with these suction cups because we had these smooth flat wood floors, but because these LVP planks have grooves in them, the suction cup just wasn't adhering to them. And so this would work if you have like flat floors, because it worked for us before. So I looked on Reddit, and people who were having the same issue said that they basically didn't adhere the suction cup and they just held it down really hard and did it that way. And so that's what I did, but it was really hard for me, and it took a lot longer than what you're seeing in this video. This is very sped up, but I was able to gain enough fraction to put them back together. But because there was a little gap because the floors weren't even, I used some wood filler in the color natural to fill that in. And I was so proud of myself after this. My husband came home and I was like, do you notice anything different? And I was so proud of myself because, again, this is not the first time that the floors came apart in this area, and we have tried multiple fixes and none of them has looked as good as this. And so if you have this problem anywhere, this is definitely the way to go. But if you have grooves in your floor, you're definitely going to have a little bit of struggle of adhering the suction cup. And if you have any other ways, please let me know in the comments. Then we color matched our cabinets to be able to fix these little chips. It was mostly just in this area because, again, if we're going to add new things to the kitchen, I just wanted to fix anything that was wearing away, wearing down, or whatever.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind.
Another big change that we made was changing our light fixture. When I originally did like a kitchen makeover, when I first moved in, I was new to decorating, and basically all that we changed was this light fixture. We added some shelves that you'll probably see later on somewhere in the video, but they're on the left side of the kitchen, and I love those. But and then we also added that glass door that wasn't there before. That was just a regular white door, just like the other one. So we changed that out, and then we changed this fixture, and now I just feel like it's too boxy, too solid, if that makes sense. I wanted something with texture. I wanted something that just looked different and that didn't look basic but also still had black in it. So I found one on Bed Bath and Beyond that I loved. Like, I loved, and I was determined I was gonna get this one. It was like 130 bucks, and I didn't think it was that bad. So then I went on Amazon, and for some reason this one was suggested to me, and it's basically the same one as the Bed Bath and Beyond, like the same pendants, but it had like one other black bar on top of the other black bar that was a little curved, which added a nice touch to it, but I didn't think it was worth paying 3 times the amount for the same light fixture, because this one on Amazon was $45.99. And I did change the color a little bit. My husband also had to take some of the rings off to shorten it because it was a bit longer. If you do end up buying this one, it's like really long and you have to take some of the rings off. But I love this. I love the texture that it adds to the kitchen, and I haven't really seen anybody. I've seen a lot of people with um, like the rattan fixtures in their kitchen, but I haven't seen anybody with these. And so I love this. Again, I did change the color later on in the video because it was too warm for me, but that's an easy fix, and for $45, it's like nothing.
I don't wanna waste it.
The next change that we made that has been on my mind for the longest, as well as a few of you have left comments to add a bamboo shade to this kitchen window. We had a plain white one that was motorized, but 2 pages actually sent us their motorized bamboo shade for this window. They also sent us for the bathroom and then another like shower curtain. I'm so excited to show you guys that in a future video. But I love the texture that this added to the kitchen. This one is in the color cinnamon, and again, it's motorized and everything comes preset up for you. So you enter everything in, like all the measurements, and they have a measurement finder, like an easy way to measure your windows. And the remote control comes programmed specifically for that window. If you order multiple of them, then it'll come set up for all of them together. We have 2 pages all over our house. I love their drapes. There's just something about pleated real linen drapes that just adds such a different look to your house. A lot of people have commented about how they're too expensive for the normal person, and they are an investment. But for me, somebody said if I wasn't an influencer that I wouldn't have bought these, and that's not true. For me, if I was in my forever home, I would definitely make the investment, because drapes and treatments for your windows are not things that you change. So I go cheaper on furniture pieces and decor. I'm not the type to spend $50 or even $40 on a vintage vase. Some people spend hundreds of dollars on vintage vases because my style is always changing, but window treatments are just not something that you change, and so they're worth it. The next thing we did was add new chairs to our kitchen island. We had these black ones from Lubona, these right here, and I did love them. I did. They also have the same style and like a curved back, which is really attractive to me, but I was trying to go away from black and add more warmer colors and textures. And so when I seen these and I seen all the reviews and they were amazing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna order these. They are wooden bar stools, and the woven like faux leather on them is very, very easy to clean. And so I ordered the darker ones. I was gonna go lighter, but I love these instead. Lubona has such great bar stools. I love all of their bar stools that they have on their website, and they're always really, really super good quality. I did want to add a bit of some coziness with these cushions that I got from Home Goods. I did try that with my black bar stools, if you guys remember, and it didn't work out, but for these it worked out perfectly, and I just love how they look paired with these bar stools. I do have a code for both 2 pages and Lubona, so check that out. I'm gonna be very transparent with you guys. I thought that just these 3 changes were going to give my kitchen a whole new look. And I put everything the same way that it was before. And I made one change, which is changing the florals out here to some tulips that I had already. And then I thought that was going to make like a big change. I hated it. I thought it was too warm. The chairs were really warm, which I don't mind. But because they were warm, it was just causing everything else to feel warm, because I had a lot of other warm things in my kitchen. So the first thing I noticed was I didn't like the color of the light fixture little lampshades. So I saw a lot of people doing DIYs for like rattan items that didn't have the right color. And so I took everything in my kitchen that was this texture and I spray painted it with the color nutmeg, and I loved how that looked so much better. Then I spent days just DIYing stuff, distressing stuff, making things look darker that were yellowish tones. And for the cutting board, I used spray paint to make blotches, and then I used um, a stain to make it a darker stain color, and I distressed it with a knife. I used the paper towel and acrylic paint and baking powder method to kind of make this vase darker because I wanted a black vase, but I wasn't about to buy. My whole intention was to not buy anything, so I tried to DIY a lot. I also wanted a little bowl that looked vintagey to put my garlic in. And so I had these were cheap. These were like $3.99 from Target. I didn't like the color because again, I felt like I needed more darker colors and not more lighter yellowy tones. And so I spray painted it with the nutmeg spray paint, and then I went over with two different types of acrylic paint. I did black first and I mixed it with water and baking soda, and then I did another like taupey color that I had. And you'll see at the end how it looks. I love the look that it gave it. And then the next thing that I did was, we all know these salt and pepper mill, whatever they're called. That is the new vibe right now, but these are from Target. Way cheaper than the vintagey looking ones that I really love, but I'm not, again, the type to spend hundreds of dollars on small items like this. So these are very affordable from Target. They're just way too, I don't know why she did them in this color. So I used Rub and Buff to take away like that reddish tone, and then I styled everything back up. I added this faux book from Temu. I also bought, this is like one of the only things that I bought, this little glass vase. I love it. It's from Target. I added some of those tulips that I originally used in the center of the island, and I loved how that looked. Then this is a little bowl that I DIY'd. I added that and I put garlic in it because I just love that look. I've been seeing it on different Pinterest like inspiration photos, and I just love that look of like, I don't know, it just makes it look lived in and organic. And then this is the distressed cutting board. It was very orangey before, and now it adds more dark tones, and I added that back. That marble one is from, the marble cutting board is from Home Goods. It was like $5. I also did the same to this other cutting board. They're both from Hobby Lobby and very inexpensive. I added my Target fruit bowl and the DIY vase that I had originally on the island. I added a towel from Target, and then I added onions instead of flowers in this basket that I changed the color of because again, I just feel like it gave it a more mature, relaxed, lived-in look. Yeah, and I liked it better. Then I added these stems from Michael's. I added the same soap dish. I use this soap dish as like a candle holder, and it's from Home Goods. Then I found this bowl at Hobby Lobby, and now we're gonna look at how it looked before and how it looks like after. I love how the kitchen turned out so much. It looks, I am not someone to claim that I am a designer. I'm by no means a designer. I'm just trying to figure out what my style is here, and it's changing all the time, but this is the first time that I feel that my kitchen looks styled professionally. And so I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys got ideas. I will link everything down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one, God willing, as always.
So many times I wanted to